This is Jjajangmyeon, black bean noodles, one of the most popular noodle dishes in Korea. Jet black sauce, chewy noodles, deep and savory. But most homemade versions taste bitter and flat. The reason is almost always the same. The paste never gets fried. I will show you how to get it right at home. I am using leftover skinless pork belly. Cut the meat into small 1 cm cubes. Uniform size matters, everything needs to cook at the same rate. You can find all the ingredients and measurements in the description below. Next, the zucchini. I am using a small to medium one. Trim any blemishes, cut off the ends and slice it in half. Mine is small, so the core is firm, no large seeds. Cut it into cubes, roughly the same size as the meat. If yours is bigger, scrape out the soft center with a spoon before chopping. Now the onions. Use a medium onion. Cut it into halves and peel it. How much onion are you using in a sauce like this? And then quarters. Keep the pieces relatively large, smaller ones melt before the sauce is done. The traditional recipe uses regular onion only, but I add a little extra. Green onions next. Finally chop the green parts and set them aside, those are the garnish. Slice the white parts into thicker chunks, they go into the pan with the onion. Finally, peel the garlic, crush it and mince it finely. Set everything aside and let's cook. This is the step that separates a good jjajangmyeon from a bad one. Heat the pan, add 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil and let it get hot. Add the black bean paste, chunjang. Fry it for 3 to 4 minutes depending on how much you are using. Don't walk away, keep stirring. Raw chunjang is bitter, sour and harsh. The oil fry removes those notes and unlocks a smooth, rich, nutty flavor. This is not optional. Once it's fried, remove the paste from the pan and set it aside. Into that same pan, using the oil left behind from frying the paste, add the pork belly. Cook it until it's crispy and has rendered out as much fat as possible. Keep that fat in the pan. It's picked up all the black bean aroma from the oil. This is actually a really common question. Can you use a different cut of pork here? Shoulder works, neck works. The key is small pieces and enough fat to get some browning. Just avoid lean cuts, they go dry fast. Add the zucchini next and get some color on it. Watch your timing. If the zucchini cooks too long, it turns soft and falls apart in the sauce. You want it tender but with a slight bite. Now add the onions. As they cook down, they caramelize and their natural sweetness softens the intensity of the black bean paste. This is where the sauce gets its balance. Last, add the garlic. Stir everything together and let it cook just until you smell it, about 30 to 60 seconds. Add the soy sauce and sugar. The sugar isn't optional. Chunjang is salty and slightly bitter by nature. Sugar is what brings it into balance. Add the fried black bean paste back into the pan along with the oyster sauce. Now pour in water or broth gradually. Don't flood it. The liquid should just barely cover the vegetables. If you add too much before the sauce thickens, you dilute all the umami from the paste. Simmer for 8 to 10 minutes. While the sauce simmers, boil the noodles. Ideally you want thick, fresh wheat-based noodles, the kind sold specially for Jjajangmyeon. I couldn't find them, so I am using thick udon as a substitute. To finish the sauce, thicken it with a starch slurry. Mix the starch with cold water first. Pour the sauce over the noodles. Top it with green onions, fried egg, a sprinkle of sesame seeds and sliced cucumber. Serve alongside half-sliced pickled danmunji. That's jjajangmyeon. Jet black sauce, chewy noodles, one pan, not complicated. Just a few steps most recipes skip. The paste fry makes or breaks this dish. Everything else follows from that. What would you make next in the noodle series? Dan or sesame maze soba? Let me know below. If this was useful, subscribe. I will see you in the next one.